Yeah, I don't trust him to tie his own shoes, so I don't. So I tape the microphones on so he can't accidentally thumb it off.
So he can't take. Are we on?
Yeah, why not?
This is it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
So what are we
exciting, huh?
talking about?
It's very exciting. Well, here.
Introduce me.
Okay, well, I mean, honestly, everyone listening is going to know who you are because our small circle of fans right now are familiar with you.
Oh.
Probably more than any of us because you were the star of the videos.
Okay.
Fair to say.
So we have no fans, is what you're saying.
Well, not yet.
Okay.
I haven't been promoting it, but we only have done 5. So you're number 6.
Number 6.
Yeah. So you're Anthony.
Right.
Jeanette.
Yeah.
Janazo.
Whatever.
Slambino.
Exactly.
You got many aliases, but you're there's 4 of us now. There's you, me, Marco, and Blake, technically.
Right.
And we've had this little group for a while. It used to have Jack in it, but he has moved on to bigger things, and Drew's gone missing.
Yeah.
So
we don't even know where he is.
well, I mean, we could check his Instagram story, I guess.
But
He never replied back to me when I messaged him.
Yeah,
so.
he doesn't respond to
So
stuff.
I'll try and message him again. But anyways, so like we're this little group. We were going to do these things and blah, blah, blah. And we're trying to bring the podcast back to like, whatever. Us fuck around and tell stories and have fun. And if we make a few bucks, great. If we don't, at least we tried. Speaking of tried, I did try to get Blake to do one 2 weeks ago on a holiday weekend where he wasn't out of town. And he couldn't carve an hour out of a day to come by and just do one.
Well, he was campaigning for announcer of the year.
This is true.
He was.
But you, who I gave heat because you were gonna do one with us.
Well, I was here.
You were in town,
and I didn't come to your house.
You said you were gonna come.
I did not.
And then the day of, not only did you not show up.
I'm a busy person.
You are, but you weren't too busy to then also not tell me you weren't coming. As like just small courtesy.
Right.
Like as if you respected me as a person
but
or a friend.
Listen, I'm here now.
Yes, you are.
I am not being paid for this.
You're definitely not being paid for this.
And I'm here.
Unpaid. Although, if we keep doing this and the riches start flowing, we'll throw you a few bucks.
You know what we need?
Yeah.
We need like commercial sponsors.
Well, we do.
But they have to be totally outrageous.
Well, I like I'm once we have a few numbers, if we ever have a few numbers, I'm totally targeting that Bang Energy guy. I don't know if you've ever seen his Instagram post.
I have, yeah.
But that guy's fantastic.
Yeah,
Plus, we'd get
sponsors.
free like energy drinks and stuff.
Yeah, but we need like something crazy.
We'll work out. I mean, honestly, our gimmick is pizza and donuts and junk food, so we'll definitely look into that stuff.
Right.
We
should be going live from like Jupiter Donuts or something.
Right. Or from Joe's Old School Pizza.
Oh, Joe's great pizza. Yeah.
I think our next pizza eating contest should be live from.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Actually, at Joe's.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure you can get Billy Fives to arrange that. Yeah.
I don't need to. I got direct hotline to Joe.
Okay.
Screw Billy Fives.
Yes,
I did say that on.
That's
recording.
That is recorded. Now
I'll go back and bleep that out.
Billy Fives took me to Joe's Old School Pizza years and years ago. Like before we even thought about a pizza contest or anything.
Right.
Billy's been going there forever.
Yeah. Well, he knows Joe, I guess.
Right.
I think he knows Joe before the pizza. I would suspect.
Maybe.
I think they might be old like elbow room buddies or something.
Elbow room. That's not still there, is it?
I think so.
Is it?
I think it is.
Wow.
The one on the corner of Las Olas.
Right,
and yeah. That's still
upstairs,
there.
downstairs.
Yeah, that's still there. That's never going anywhere.
Yeah.
They built Fort Lauderdale Beach around that place.
This is true, yeah. But I want to go back to something.
Okay, please.
Announcer of the year. Like I feel like I have to talk about this.
Hey,
this is probably going to piss off Chadwick, but
I don't put rules on what we can and can't talk about except for religion and politics.
Yeah, I don't want to talk either of those.
No, me either.
But I do want to talk about announcer of the year.
Okay.
He got robbed. Like, how do you finish third in voting and you win?
I don't know.
I'm not even going to mention the other guy's name. He's like TK Stark in our videos. He's blurred out.
Right. Oh, we'll never mention that guy. He's dead to us.
Dead to us.
Okay. Even though I don't know if he actually did anything.
Yeah, I don't
wrong.
care.
But right, I don't care either.
Right.
I don't know him, so I don't care.
Yeah.
That's how it works. But I don't know. Maybe I don't know as much as you do, only because I probably just didn't pay attention to it as well. But I know Blake. Like all these guys shared that they were up for announcer of the year for South Florida MMA announcer of the year.
Right.
And then voting went on, and 2 or 3 times I shared the thing and said, "Don't be a dick, vote Chadwick."
Yeah, I saw.
I had I had a rhyme and everything.
Right.
And I didn't follow the voting. I just voted myself and pushed it.
But he was ahead.
Well, this is what I was tracking it. So
I wanted to talk
won.
about this.
So you're saying he won? He got the most votes?
Well, I don't know if he did or not, but the guy who won did not get the most votes. So I don't know how that works. But I wanted to get this over in the beginning because I know Blake only listens to the beginning of this podcast. So if we got it out of the way now, he'll hear this.
Right.
If we saved it for the end, he'll never hear it.
Well, he might listen if he's told ahead of time that he's mentioned.
Yeah. Listen, he got robbed. That's all I know. And I don't really care about pissing off the wrestling universe because it doesn't matter to me anymore.
Well, is that the wrestling universe or the MMA universe? I guess
I don't even know what it was.
Right.
Who knows? You know what? He's an announcer a year to me. That's what matters.
He's the announcer.
He's the voice.
He's the announcer of the decade to me.
Right. Exactly.
But our opinions don't mean shit. So.
Obviously not, because I voted 1,000,000 times.
Right.
My mom called me every morning. I voted again. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, he's going to win. No, he didn't win.
Yeah.
Robbed 2 years in a row.
It's a shame to get family involved and come out on top.
Right. Unbelievable.
So, speaking of wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
The reason you were in town the last time was for that Blueprint show.
True story.
So let's just. There's got to be a story out of that because
the really the story would be. I thought I wanted to wrestle.
Right.
I got there.
Right. It's like you were there for other reasons, anyways, or you came specifically for that.
Well, there's 3 things. It kind of all worked out together.
Right.
I brought my daughter down to see her friend. She wanted to spend the weekend with her. This is sad news. Is my grandma she's in hospice right now. I wanted to see her one more time before she goes. And then I said I'll take a booking because my cousin, her son, never saw me wrestle. Huge wrestling fan. He's like 5 years old.
Right.
Wanted to see me wrestle. So I said, oh, perfect. My thought would be I would get to come here and work, a good, fun match. And I did. I'm not knocking the kid I worked, but I worked a kid that is from South Carolina or North Carolina that I could have worked on Pro Wrestling Turbo shows.
Right, when you were there. So
because he, we've used him there before. I think we were opening match. I don't remember. It was about like 75 people.
But where you live now,
right?
It's closer to go to South Carolina to
right.
Than to come all the way to Florida.
It was a 2-hour drive or a 10-hour drive.
Right.
So, but I'm grateful that they booked me because I haven't wrestled. I think that's the first time probably it's got to be since Ring Warriors.
I know when you're booked to wrestle because about 3 weeks out, you get really motivated to actually diet. And,
I did, yeah.
And go to the gym.
Yeah, and I felt good. Got in the ring.
I feel bad because the fat shaming ends at that point.
Right. Yeah, you can't fat shame me anymore.
Well, I can't because you're still fat.
Right, this is
You're
true.
just less fat.
Right, it's not as fat.
And it's hard to make fun of someone when they're actually putting an effort in.
Right. Even though we still talk shit to each other.
Yeah, no, but it's like you really shouldn't be making fun of the fat guy at the gym because he's at the fucking
gym.
He's
at the gym, right. He's not the fat guy at the buffet.
Right.
But so I get there and immediately I was like, I don't want to wrestle. I don't feel
it just hit you?
It hit me when I looked and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm grateful they booked me and
well, can we talk about the other crazy thing?
What?
Was this on a Friday night or a Thursday night?
It was a Friday night.
But night.
It started at 10 o'clock or something, right? And there was 75 people there, and there was a couple of people I grew up with were there. They came to see. They've never seen me wrestle, so that was cool.
But that's insane.
Right.
Bell time starts at 10 o'clock.
Right, because
unless you're marketing 18 and over show.
Well, they were trying to.
Oh yeah.
And the main event was Effie and Joey Ryan versus the Gymnasty Boys, and they were going to use dicks and dildos. So I get it, right? I didn't stay for that, but
but here's the thing: I didn't notice that they were marketing as an 18 and over show, which means that how are you going to draw? You're promising something if you are pushing it as that,
right?
And then that might get people more interested who like the edgy shit.
Yeah, of course, and you're right. It wasn't pushed like that, but I will say that there was maybe 75 people there, right? I'm opening match, and I'm like, I'm going to do the donut thing because it's easy and I don't have to bump. So
right, which the donut thing basically is.
is the Breakfast Club.
Right.
Right.
It's our old thing that.
Right.
When some of us wrestled.
Right, and it was hot at one time. I mean, we were really like.
I mean, and it just centered around a donut prop, and
right.
not much actual wrestling.
None at all. So
right.
I go to do this, and we start the match, and we call whatever, kayfabe sucks, dead. You can hate me for this, but we call this really
Please.
like
the
cool,
WWE guys are doing it right now too.
So we call this really cool opener, right? We get out there, and I'm like, all right. The kid I'm wrestling is Chance Riser. His gimmick is he's a millennial. I love it. Like, he comes to the ring with a Starbucks cup. He has like an ascot like sweater on, and he's texting on his phone. He's total millennial, right?
Right.
So I thought a millennial versus this fat breakfast guy. This is golden.
Right.
We start the match, and it's like dead silent, and I just lean over to him and I go, "All right, I'm changing things up. Follow me." And we just completely went on the fly. And this kid who's green, 4 years in the business, he listened and was awesome. So I can't knock him at all.
Right.
It was fine. I chopped him, beat him up a little bit, chopped him some more, beat him up a little bit. He took over, and then we went right into the spots we're going to do. And then we involved, to me, like the crowd may have, they got warm to it. But for me, we used donuts, a cup of coffee, and a cell phone in the match. And the best part is, I took one back bump. He took one face bump. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. No one got hurt. I liked it. I don't think anybody else did. But does it matter?
Well, it's funny because those comedy matches,
right?
Usually, I don't know what the crowd was like there, or maybe they're all tired from it being at 10 o'clock at night, or they were expecting the R-rated show. But
right. But I didn't stay for the Dixon Dildos. I did watch Alex Chamberlain's match.
Okay. Why are you bringing that up?
I did watch Alex Chamberlain's match, and I sent him I took a picture of him during the match and said, "Al, you suck," and sent it to him. Yeah. Okay. I figured I should tell you that. Yeah,
I mean, I didn't know.
Right.
I was waiting for the reason of other than saying you saw Al in a match.
No, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And then I left.
That's good.
And
then the next day, you totally blew me off.
I blew you off. Yeah, that's what happened.
So it's a shame.
It is, but I'm here. I'm here now.
That's good.
And we're podcasting.
We were laughing earlier this week when I messaged you from the toilet about my story.
Yes, I feel like this has to be talked about.
I wish I was telling this to you fresh, so that
the reaction,
the real tears.
So,
would
but
be
I
rolling.
will tell you this though, the image is in my head.
Okay, so I'm working at a job site in Delray, which is like 45 minutes to an hour away by train.
Yeah,
and we're about ready to leave the house, and I get in the truck to get driven to the train station, and I look at my boss and I go, I think I should have taken a shit before we left. So then, of course, you know where this is going.
What did he say? I want to know what he said.
He laughed just like you and said, and kept eye contact with me as he started the engine, started backing up, as if speak now or forever.
Right. Or we're done, bro.
Forever shit your pants. And so we ride to the train station, and dude, not a long way for train, but literally as soon as my ass hit the train seat, my stomach started making all these gurgling noises, and I'm like
it was coming down the pipes.
Things were in motion,
right?
And I didn't know, how long the trip was going to be, but it was coming, and trip through my intestines,
right?
And so all I'm doing is sitting there and thinking, please don't shit your pants. Please don't shit your pants. And then I'm thinking, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember because the bathrooms are on the first floor, and I went up to the second floor of the train. And I'm trying to remember if I passed a bathroom or not, because some cars have them and some don't. And worst come to worst, I'll just lay a nest of toilet paper on
right, yeah, or hover or something.
Coronavirus laced rim and sit on it. And do the worst is also that I think I shit in a train once.
Yeah.
And I think it has one of those tiny, miserable little seats, the little circle seats, not the oval seats.
Like your ass doesn't fit on it.
So like it's a task of getting your butthole still
right
in the toilet seat hole and not have your dick and balls touching the front rim.
Right, yeah, like you're
which
almost
is
protecting them.
A nightmare.
Yeah.
When you've got to like stand there and you basically have to keep your hand on your junk to keep it from touching things that could like might kill you on contact.
It's like an airplane.
Oh, yeah. It's an embarrassment if you have one of those in your home. You should just go
have
your
one.
No,
No. So what happened? So did you shit on the plane? Or the
train?
Train?
No. So I get. Well, you know, you're playing.
I know the story.
You're playing dumb host, but I'd see you're trying to move it along.
Leading you along here.
Yeah. So that turned from please don't shit your pants, please don't shit your pants, to I hope there's a toilet downstairs. I hope there's a toilet downstairs. But so I kind of like go into a Zen state and just close my eyes, and like luckily, I opened them right before my stop. It would have been a damn shame if I missed my stop. I had to get off and either Uber extra distance home or get on another train back up north to get to my stop. So I opened, and I'm like, thank God, because I've done that once where I fell asleep and almost ended up in Miami.
Oh my God,
that's a nightmare.
Right.
So, so I get there, and then I'm like, you know, I'm walking, and I think I'm okay, and I have to get an Uber from the station to my house, and in that car, I am just like he's got the AC blasting and I'm sweating like that cold sweat.
That feeling that was bad.
And I'm like getting drenched with sweat.
Right.
The guy must have thought I was a junkie or something.
Right.
And he's playing and like of course there's like food smells in the car.
Right.
And there's like awful music playing and I just like I'm trying to deal with not shitting myself, and no other extenuating factors are contributing to that. Everything's making me super uncomfortable. So here's how dumb I am. When we get to my house, my apartment, there's a mailroom one building over.
Yeah.
Where they like all the packages get put in these boxes. Right. You type in your information, it pops a box open, and there's your package, so that they're not leaving them on your doorstep anymore.
Yeah.
So I thought I don't know if I just thought I did the calculation, had the time or not. Or whatever, but I'm like, let me grab my packages on the way.
Because the package was that important.
No, it wasn't. Like if it was
obviously,
like if it was toilet paper or something.
Right. What was it?
Fuck if I remember. I don't even
see.
remember
It was stupid for you to stop at the.
Actually, I know what it is, and I got 2 of them, and one's a gift for you. So I'll give you that later.
All right.
Especially for coming and doing this podcast tonight. So I grab the package, and as I'm walking from whatever it is, like 30 yards from there to my stairwell,
right,
I'm
not that far.
Oh my God. And I got package on my arm. I got my backpack with all my work stuff in it. I'm sweating. My pants are half falling off just from a day of work where you're just all a mess and out of control because I'm working construction. And like halfway up the stairs, I literally have to pause and concentrate on suppressing the expression of my lower region. I literally
till the contraction passes. And
yeah. Like that, and this, how like when you got to shit,
right?
There's like 3 or 4 waves of contractions, and like if you get through the 3rd wave of contractions,
you're done. Like
there's no stop in that 4th wave.
Right.
That's coming.
Like you were there.
You better get. So this was wave 3, and I'm like I'm sweating, and I'm overburdened with things in my hands, and I'm just in the middle of the stairwell, just stopped, and just concentrating, just praying. Oh God, just like so close. Don't shit here. Right. Like shit. If you'd shit 5 minutes earlier on the Uber or the train, okay, but not this close.
Like yeah.
It would be
like your ass knew the toilet was.
So
close.
it's just imagine everything. It's the whole game of things in my arms. I don't have my keys in my hand. I got to dig them out of my backpack, and then it's like when the murderer's coming after you, and you're getting nervous and you can't unlock the door.
Right. Fumbling the keys.
The whole fucking every cliche. I get in, and it's like every step I'm shedding. I'm shedding from the front door to my bathroom. I'm shedding the backpack and throwing the box I just grabbed and just taking my shirt off and taking my pants off because I'm shit naked. That's how uncomfortable I am now.
That's the point you got
I'm going to George Costanza this one.
Right.
I get in the bathroom, flip on the light. I'm going to sit down. And as I'm sitting down, like the brief second before my ass cheeks touch the seat, I fart. Like I can't hold the fart. I didn't plan on farting. And it's literally like fart, and in the middle of the fart, my cheeks hit the seat. Like, that's how close I was. I wasn't quite on the seat yet, but I was so close.
Oh.
And so I go, and then I think to myself, man, that fart sounded like a spitter. Like when you have like liquid splatter
A
shit.
spitter.
And so I shrug, and I'm like, all right, I'm here, and I just start raining holy fire from above, from my asshole into the toilet, and hot lava flying out as I'm like just casually scrolling on my phone now, and doing my Instagram feed and whatever, and like about 5 minutes of sitting there shitting and scrolling, I'm like, man, it smells really bad. My shits don't smell that bad. You know,
right?
I'm not thinking anything of it. I finally get done, and I like literally almost as I'm like done, I'm thinking like, man, I wonder like if I actually shit on the seat or not. Because I shouldn't have. I was that close. But whatever. I stand up and turn around, and I have freckled the entire seat.
And listen, I saw the picture. There's proof of this.
I literally freckled the entire seat and then proceeded to sit in it.
Well, I mean, at that point, you had to go.
Oh, I can't believe I flung that much that far with how quick the boom boom was of fart to sit.
Right.
Like I was mostly over the hole. So this is like insane. So I'm like, I literally like. I was going to, like, obviously this is a shit to shower situation. There's no bother wiping or whatever.
No, you're going right in.
The only cleanup you're doing
right.
is the fucking mess you made elsewhere, not on yourself.
Right. That's
a shower situation. So, but of course I had to message you first.
Yes, you sent me a picture of the freckled toilet. So this is true story for sure.
Yeah, so I send it to you, and you're like, you go. First thing you say is, "Did you do that?"
Well, I wasn't sure if let me just tell you.
I understand.
I thought you were at a public bathroom.
Right.
And you were showing me that some pig shit on the seat. That pig was you the whole time.
And it was my own.
Right.
And I had disrespected my own toilet.
Right.
I had disrespected home base, a sanctity, a holy place that you save yourself for at times where you're like, no, I can wait till I get home. That's how precious home base is.
Right.
But I fucking literally shit all over it. There was later the next day, I was like, oh, there's shit on the floor too.
Oh, I'm sure.
like obviously just tiny little spots because it was like just a liquid.
That was a good spray job you did.
Fart fling of some kind. So we're talking and you're like, I go, no, that's my bowl. I just shit all over it and proceeded to sit in it. And you're like, I mean, through messaging, it's not like I could hear you laughing.
Oh, I was laughing.
You kept telling me how much you were still crying and laughing.
I was dying laughing. And because I thought, that's why. I thought it was a public toilet and some pig shit on the seat and you were showing me. But really, it was your toilet and you're the pig.
Right.
That's why it was so funny to me. I was like, this really happened.
I should make a shirt that says, I'm that pig.
I'm that pig with a shit-stained toilet.
Maybe like... Yeah, or just a shirt with like the poop freckles on it.
Right, just the shit freckles.
And you're like, I'm pretty sure that's a shit splatter, but maybe it's not.
Wow.
And so then I'm like, I go to you, yeah, I'm jumping in the shower right now. And then, so I flip on the shower, and all I do for the first 90 seconds is I stay with my back to the water, bend over, and have my hands on my knees. Just staring at the tile wall, waiting. Oh my God, what a visual. I'm just letting water do its thing for a while.
What a visual that is. Oh my God. Oh jeez. Wow.
I mean, it's not my best shit myself story, but it's up there. Only because other situations have involved witnesses and other people around, and so this was like by myself. And so that in itself, that in itself doesn't lend because you don't have like a second view of the accident and them telling their what they saw and all that. But
and then the whole scenario leading up to it.
Oh my God,
good.
just
right.
I can't, because like it was a rough day. I'm like sweating. There's no AC in the house, working all day, covered in dirt and dust and like, adhesives and whatever else. And when you're working like that, your underwear gets all swampy and it gets turned
right. Oh yeah,
20 degrees off axis,
Right,
and you're
yeah.
uncomfortable all day until you can fix it. And so you're sweating through your jeans and you're sweating through your shirt, and then you're just that uncomfortable. Plus having to shit. Plus
the
this,
shit
plus
sweats
that.
and all that.
And then the stairs and even though such a simple task as navigating stairs when you got to shit that bad is just
right. That's a story. That's good.
So,
that's good stuff. I mean, what are we going to talk about now?
You
you killed it. It's over. We're done.
I was hoping.
What are we at? Like 35 minutes here. We're done. It's over.
Yeah, right. But well, this is like a special edition. So
this is
we could go as long or as short as you want.
I
did that bring to mind any of your shit your pants stories? Because I feel like a good thing on this podcast would be when we do have guests in that maybe that's one of the things we would like people to share is one of their better.
I have one story.
Okay.
I'll make it quick because it was quick. I was in Gainesville, Florida.
Right.
University of Florida, visiting some friends.
So you're on campus?
On campus.
Okay. What year is this?
Early 2000s.
Okay.
So they want to go out, right? We just got there that night. All right, we're going to go out. We're going to party. Cool. We go out, first bar, start drinking. We're 10 minutes in. I mean, I'm on my first drink. I got the rumbles. I got to go. Right? There's a second part to the story. I got the rumbles. I got to go. So I'm waiting in line at the bathroom. There's a line. I'm like,
what kind of bar is this? Like a
dueling piano bar.
Oh, okay. So not like a total dive.
I think it was called Gator Rocks.
Okay, so it was at least good for a college bar.
Right.
Yeah.
First drink still in hand. So I'm waiting. Line to get in the bathroom.
You think anything kicked it off? Like the sometimes just the alcohol hitting your lips.
Too, so we drove from Boca to Gainesville. Literally got there changed.
Though, right?
Right. So it just traveling all day. I probably ate shit food on the way.
I know when I fly either I don't shit for 5 days or.
Right.
Or it's vice versa.
Well,
I shit 5 times.
I think I must have had McDonald's. I don't know what it was. So we get there. I'm waiting in line to use the bathroom. I'm down on my first drink, and a girl walks up to me, and she's like, "You're coming home with me." I said, "Okay, we're 10 minutes in. This is a hot start."
You're like, "Please not right now."
She said, "Now."
Oh.
So I finish my drink. I tell my buddies, "Hey, I don't know. I'm going with her." I say to her, "Where are we going?" And she says, "Oh, well, I don't have a place. We're going to go to yours." And I said, "Well, I don't live here or whatever." So I tell my buddy, "Give me the keys."
Right.
What are the directions back? He gives me the directions. We start walking.
Right, because this is early 2000s.
Right,
There's
right.
No, like, Google
No.
Maps.
Yeah, I couldn't print out the MapQuest
right.
at the bar. So we're walking back, me and this girl, who I don't even know. I don't know
if you've even gotten to a name at this point.
I know. So we're walking back, and I was like, "Oh, shit, I forgot to shit." I start getting the rumbles. And I also don't know where I'm going. We're lost.
Right.
So I say to her, "Listen, I don't know you. We just met. And I don't even know what's happening here because this really, we're 10 minutes in." I said, "I got to take a shit." And she's like, "Huh?" I said, "I got to shit. You're going to have to wait or something." I look around. There's nothing there. Because we had to walk for a little bit.
Where you're like it, kind of like in residential.
Residential.
Now,
and
right?
I'm like, what am I going to do? You want to know what I did?
I think we all want to know what you did.
There's a church. Church is locked. I shit in the church bushes and wipe my ass with my wife beater. There was a tree with bushes around it. I climbed in between the bushes and squatted. I was protected.
So you had like a ring of bushes around
right,
you,
and the tree
and you
was
were
above
shitting on
me.
you're shitting basically at the tree stump,
right,
at the roots.
But I was covered.
Right.
And I had to take my shirt off, take my wife beater off, wipe my ass with my wife beater, put my shirt back on.
At least you had 2 layers. It would have been funny if you were just now shirtless man.
And I come back out there. She's gone.
Oh, no.
So I go back to the bar. I walk in. My buddies are like, I just blew right past them to the bathroom because I had to get a good wipe in.
Yeah, you need to. At this point, you probably have to
Right.
like even get some wet toilet paper up
Right,
in there.
right. I used a little bit of the water. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know. I went back out and we partied like nothing ever happened. But I had to shit in the church bushes and use my wife beater to wipe my ass.
That's fantastic.
Right.
I got like.
It's probably why I'm going to hell.
I mean,
I'm probably going to hell anyway.
there's probably a list that probably doesn't make the top for anyone shitting in a church.
I mean, it was. I don't know. It was a holy shit. That's what it was.
Holy shit! Oh, look at you.
Look at that.
That's
Can we make
clever.
that shirt too?
So here's something I want to touch on.
Yeah.
Is that story reminded me of this characteristic you have that I only know like a few people have it,
What?
and I've only witnessed it with you and a guy I know, Johnny.
Okay.
Is that you've got the Kavorka, okay? If you remember from Seinfeld,
Yeah. Okay.
the Kavorka was the like in the I forget the version of Catholicism
Right.
it was that you basically are irresistible to women, and it's an inexplainable thing. I will
Don't
watch
tell my
you
secrets on air.
effortlessly. Dude, this only puts you over because
Sure,
women are going to
sure.
try and resist it, realize they can't. And
Right. Right.
They're just going to have to touch your penis. But I've only seen one other person, and his is stronger because he
Yeah.
he was a frontman for bands and
Oh,
whatever.
well,
so
yeah, yeah.
this kind of thing. But I've never seen someone where just effortlessly women just kind of try to throw their panocha at them like you do. Like you.
I don't get it either. So.
But you know it's there. You're
Yeah,
aware a little bit.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always like I'm not saying that you're.
No.
Let's see the best way to put this is that I'm not trying to be like obnoxiously sexist or degrading to women here or anything. I'm not saying you're drawing tens all day long. I'm not saying that
Wow.
that the call of the beast, the Kavorka, the magic that you have
Right.
is like discriminatory towards the higher end of the spectrum or the lower end of the spectrum. I guess it just depends where you are, because at the wrestling shows, I think you draw a lot of 6s and 5s.
You're maybe shooting high with that. But listen, I'm older now. I'm my old age. I've calmed down. So I'm not.
Well, I don't. You also don't put yourself in
No
situations
no, I don't.
where you get a lot.
I really don't like people in general.
Yeah. Well,
Lately?
that's okay.
That's what happens when you get older.
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes
Yeah.
some guys have midlife crises.
Yeah. Well, you know what? This is a perfect segue.
Oh no. Why?
Midlife crisis.
Who's having one? Who are
Me.
we? Oh, you are?
I'm addicted to TikTok.
I don't know if that's a midlife crisis as much as like.
I mean, look, I'm pulling my phone up now.
I think you're addicted to the attention you're getting on TikTok, and I think you're addicted to having more followers than your kids.
So I have, as of today, what's today's date? February 27th,
Is it 27?
2020. It is 8 p.m. on the dot.
Okay.
I have 8,962 followers.
How do you have that many?
I have.
You don't even have. Do you even have that
54
many on Facebook?
No. I have
You made a very confused and angry face when you
Right.
said no.
I have 54,500 likes. A video that I posted last week has 22,000 views. I have a video with my children, 60,000 views and 14,000 likes. Here's the difference with
This is weird because to me,
Well, here's the difference.
to me,
though.
TikTok is just fucking the most retarded thing I've ever seen.
Here's the thing. Facebook. You know everybody on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Instagram, you follow pages you like and stuff, but people who follow you usually people who know you. On TikTok.
I guess. I mean, you would have quote unquote fans.
Right.
If
But
you're
you
I do art or
Right.
did art, so
But
I have
you would
followers
know.
and you wrestled.
Right.
So you have people that
But
have
on-
never met you, never knew you, but are
Right.
following you on
But
this
on
because they've seen you
TikTok?
wrestle.
out of the 9,000 followers, there's maybe, it's not like Facebook or the wrestling world, because wrestling sucks on TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't know any of these people.
I
They're
mean-
following me because they actually think I'm entertaining.
You guys, I guess you guys keep trying to get me to do a TikTok for farting on the internet.
Really should. There should be a fart talk. Is that a fart TikTok?
Well, I have a Snapchat and I have an Instagram for that.
Yeah, but I think TikTok's the way of the future.
Dude, one of these times, not this time, I'll have to prepare it. One of these times we're going to go through,
Yeah.
because I haven't opened a lot of like DMs from these people.
Oh, they're so creepy, I bet.
Oh my God. Because it's all fetish people.
Right.
It's all weirdo fetishy
Right,
stuff.
like they want
and
you
I'm
to,
just
like,
doing it as a laugh
fart in a bag and
to
send it
pop
to
my
them?
friends that are following it.
Yeah.
And I get all these weirdos following it. And like I've shared you a couple screenshots
Right,
of, like,
right.
comments that are public about
Right.
like, oh,
People-
this turns
yeah.
me on, and the emojis were the killer the other day where it was like kisses and hearts.
Right. You know what my favorite thing is about fart chat?
Tell me.
When I get a Snapchat and it's from you and I play it and I'm somewhere public and it's like, I'm like, oh, shit.
What did you think? Have I ever sent you anything on Snapchat
Because
that wasn't that?
because there'll be times where I'm not paying attention and I'll just open it and it'll be like, I'm like, what the? And like I did it in front of my kids a couple times and they're like, what the hell? I was like, it's just Ben.
So they're aware.
And then
of it.
like, you know, like my nickel no sell it. He'll be like, huh.
Yeah.
Almost like
I've-
it's okay. It's Ben.
When it was my old Snapchat,
Right.
that my friends were on,
Right.
I used to get messages from people, like I forget who, but like some of the girls and stuff. They're
Yeah.
like, "Oh my God, I played one of your Snapchats in public. I'm so embarrassed."
Right.
Now. Or like the other thing was that some people used to like to let them build up, so that there would be like
Multiple.
2 or 3 minutes
yeah.
worth of just of farting. I definitely think I should monetize it, but I have no idea how.
TikTok.
I mean, I don't want to be a fetish. I don't want to
TikTok.
be selling fetish videos. That's disgusting.
I think you should try farts on TikTok.
Yeah, maybe I'll make like a.
It's the platform. I'm
Uh-huh.
telling you.
I don't know. I mean, you're trying to talk me into it.
It's.
but
I mean, I think it would work. Wrestling does not work on TikTok. I can tell you that.
I mean,
Although WWE's TikTok page is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
Whoever runs that page is doing. It's
they
hilarious.
hire a comedy person, I guess. I mean, but that's like where you're employing someone to do this, you know, and
Right, but it's funny. They
Yeah.
take stuff that's happening on WWE TV and put like music behind it that's like relevant or trending, and the music goes with the wrestling. And like they did, there's a match with Cena and Bray Wyatt, and when Bray was dancing with Cena's like limp body, and they put the Dirty Dancing song to it. That's absolutely fucking brilliant.
right.
It's hilarious. Like, I had the time of my life, and Cena and Bray Wyatt are prancing around the ring. That's brilliant. And then anything Otis does is,
I mean, I don't need
Top-notch.
music for Otis.
no, hilarious.
They'll blow it.
They will, of course. They do
But that
everything
guy's
else.
like a reincarnated Chris Farley.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
He's so money. They will blow it, though. They'll find a way. Did you watch the Saudi Arabia thing at all today?
no.
No.
I just heard the highlights. I heard Goldberg won the belt, and I
Yeah.
was like, all right, I don't care.
Right.
I'm like anyone who cares
Right.
about that shit,
Goldberg won. Taker.
it's like,
Attacked
oh, they're
AJ,
ruining this
right?
character. I'm like,
Yeah.
this company, you know,
Right.
isn't going to do anything properly. Why are you worried about that?
Why would we expect that?
Right. I'm such a huge Goldberg guy that
Yeah,
I'm
you are.
like, I don't
You are.
care. Like
But-
they should just make him. They should use him all the time.
Are you
and make
excited
him-
for WrestleMania?
No,
I'm not at all.
no.
I almost feel like it's not WrestleMania.
I'm telling you, I'm more excited to watch AEW Saturday. Their
Agree.
pay-per-view.
Me too. AEW, the crowd, the fast pace, the matches. The women's division isn't as strong as WWE's, I would
No.
say. But
But that's because they're pulling
right,
greener people.
right.
and
But
put
the
them on TV
men's
fast.
matches. I mean,
Quicker.
the women they're entertaining.
I mean,
there's
the
like Britt
roster
Baker
talent.
is getting so much better.
Yeah,
we
on the
talk
mic,
about this all
on
the
the
time.
mic.
Right. Yeah. She's come a long way.
Yeah, in a short amount of time.
Right.
They've like I looked. It was only the 9th episode.
And her and Shivani going at it is
yeah.
classic.
Especially since it's off a kernel of truth, like
Right.
the
Starbucks shit.
thing where he was working at
He's a
Starbucks.
barista, yeah.
Yeah,
Right. So Shivani lives up towards my way, where I live, and I guess the Starbucks was over there where he worked. I don't know if he still works there.
I don't know. I'm sure
That'd
not.
be great.
I think this is a while ago when he was in
Mhm.
between things. Like I know he was working for who was it, Georgia Tech or one of the
So he is the announcer for minor league baseball. He does the announcing for the minor league team in
Yeah, but I think he did
Gwinnett.
for college too.
Oh yeah, they're all right there. But on the radio, this was just a couple weeks
Which
ago.
is why he wasn't doing the during football season. He wasn't doing their pay-per-views because they were on Saturdays.
That's right.
When they had football games.
So the Gwinnett Stripers are a minor league baseball team. On the radio, I heard this a couple weeks ago. He's like, "Oh, I'm Tony Schiavone. Come see the Gwinnett Stripers." I was like, "Man, he's still doing that?" But it's probably right by his house, minor league baseball. They pay him a couple $100.
It's not. It's easy money.
Right.
It's local.
And it's baseball.
And
Who
I'm
doesn't
sure
like that?
anytime he's like, I can't do it.
Right.
Because I got
Right.
to go
right.
fly to
Yeah.
somewhere to do an AEW show. That they're like, okay.
Yeah. But I'd rather watch AEW over anything right now.
Right.
I just don't care to watch. I haven't watched Raw or SmackDown. Maybe 5 months.
I
6
literally
months.
watched for the first time in a while. I watched SmackDown Friday and I watched Raw, but I haven't watched the same as you. I haven't watched anything regularly in like
no NXT. I don't watch
2
NXT.
months. Yeah,
I feel like
I had one on today, and I like immediately got distracted and started.
yeah,
like,
and the
sitting
crowd
on my
is
laptop.
dead.
Yeah,
I don't enjoy it.
I don't like. It's amazing that crowd is dead, being that it's literally that loyal tiny base. Like
Right.
it's the regulars.
Right.
If the regulars aren't like blowing the roof off the place,
Right.
what do you you either got to tell people they can't come. We need
It's the
fresh
same people all
blood.
the time.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, but when you went to ECW,
same people.
those regulars in the
Right,
ECW
right.
arena were
Yeah.
maniacs.
You're right.
So, yeah,
Well,
I
I don't want to talk wrestling anymore. Actually, wrestling's
I
depressing.
was a little disappointed when you brought it up in the first place.
Right. I'm depressed with wrestling. Like I don't want to. And to think
The funny thing is that it's in Tampa, WrestleMania.
right.
It's like a 4-hour drive,
And you're not
3-hour
going.
drive for me. I've got friends that are going to be there.
Right.
And I'm like, well, for two reasons. One is that, like, hauling up there and getting a hotel room and spending money on stupid shit. It's fun to see people you haven't seen in a couple of years
Right.
or that you see once a year when I was going to them. That's fine. But the other part is, like, it's just always a hassle. You're spending money. You're not making
Yeah.
money. That's a double whammy. And also, I used to go with a certain group of people,
Yeah.
and 2 of them are dead now.
Right. Right.
And it's
yeah.
like Jackie and Lou both died in the last
Mhm.
3 years, and it's like I don't know that I want to do it without them.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
not the same.
I don't think you won't enjoy it.
No, I mean I will. I'll have fun. There's tons of people I know up
Yeah.
there, but at the same time, it's like it just it's. Also, it's easy to talk myself out of it by saying all this.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to go. I could tell.
Yeah.
But even,
If I
like-
win, I'd have fun.
right.
I'd be
but
like,
you don't
glad
want to
I
go.
win. Yeah.
And even like for me, wrestling, to think, I don't want to get back in a ring. I don't care to wrestle anymore. But then I have to think, man, my last match was at Blueprint against this kid. Not knocking the kid. I like him. He's a really good kid. He's gonna be good. But is that what I really like? I want like Billy Fives or something one more time or something like that.
Well, I mean, you either have to push someone to do it, or
Yeah.
maybe we have to put on our own show. And
I don't know.
we've been talking about that for a long time too, but we're never
Yeah.
very
I just
motivated.
don't care. Like wrestling just doesn't do it for me anymore.
Yeah, so then fuck it. Let's stop talking.
I'm not.
Fuck
It's not
wrestling.
something I
Fuck wrestling.
exactly.
Listen, fuck it.
I'm just making TikToks.
That's
Listen,
it.
if I know we have like 4 followers or fans of this show, it's at AJ Slambino on TikTok. I'm trying to get to 10,000 followers. Really, I want to be at 1 million so I could be a popular creator and get paid.
An influencer.
I want to be an
if you will.
influencer because I think I'm an influencer. I can influence.
You're a bad
I'm
influence.
a bad influence, but I think I can do it.
Yeah.
So follow me, all 4 people that listen to this.
I think of like us,
Mm-hmm.
and I know there's tons of good stories that I'm going to get out of you from time to time.
Right.
I mean, like I even recent stuff like you're squatter and like things like.
yeah.
But maybe we should just close this up. Do it early because I'm hungry and
Yeah.
I promised I'd buy you dinner, almost as a
So
weighted.
what do you want to close it up with?
I want to close it with one of our early bonding stories,
Okay.
which is sometime after Broder, who owns SuperCon, who did the SuperCon wrestling, which is cosplay wrestling that
Yep.
you had had you been involved with that before you and I were put together to do it?
Well, no, because I think that was the first. I only did it when I met you.
Okay.
I never did it before.
So
that.
for some reason, fuck it, not for some reason, the guy that was doing it for Broder was going to jail.
Right.
So he wasn't going to be able to run the show.
Yeah.
And I knew nothing. Like, I knew nothing. But I'm Broder's friend. We're into wrestling. He's like, you want to do it? I'm like, sure. He's like, we'll get someone to help work with you.
Right.
And so I don't know if it was how you were referred. Did Benny refer you to Mike?
There's no way.
Yeah, I didn't think you guys really liked each other. So
No
I don't know
way.
how you got in the picture.
I don't know either.
But I remember you coming to the office, which was at Starbucks.
It's at Starbucks in Fort Lauderdale.
And I met you for the first time.
Right.
And we briefly, I think we were handing off Benny's list, his notes, his contact numbers, and stuff like that.
Right.
Then you and I were going to meet, like at an ale house or something,
right,
and sit down and talk, et cetera, et cetera. And we went from there, and we did the first show together and whatever. But during that time, I was like, well, I got to start going to local indie shows to like familiarize myself with people that you're recommending that are already working for the show, et cetera, et cetera. And I mean, I guess the scout to like, if I like a guy, hey, why aren't we using him or talk to them or see if they're interested? Because this was still where like doing cosplay wrestling wasn't like the thing everybody wanted to do. It was like some people were having fun doing it, and other people were looking at it like, what the fuck, you know? But a payday's a payday. I don't think anyone would care.
Oh yeah.
But so I'm at a ICW show.
Yes.
And you're on the bill, and we knew each other at this point. We were working together and whatever.
Right.
And so you're like jawing with me and looking and whatever. And you were in the ring. You're on the. You know where I'm going with this, right?
Man, this is one of the best stories ever.
And so I'm like, what, 6 rows back?
I don't even think you. Well, you may even be closer than that.
I think I was about 6 rows back. I think I was sitting with Valeria.
Right.
Because we were witness to this.
And you were on the. It was. Man, I never. You were like, the bar was behind you.
Yeah.
Right.
And so your back was to the stage.
To the stage.
And so you're in the ring, and of course, even back then,
right,
food was in your act.
And that's as you were saying, I'm thinking, wait, we weren't even doing Breakfast Club yet, and food was involved.
Right. So you had like cookies, like chocolate chip, I guess, or whatever.
Well, I don't even know where I got them from.
I don't know either. Right. This may have been the same show where Beast threw a can of tuna on Siobhan.
Oh, really?
And she got pissed because it was a can of tuna fish.
That's
he dumped it on her.
Yeah.
It was filthy and disgusting, but I was laughing because
it's funny
because it didn't happen to me. Fuck it. And so you're in the ring and you see me and you're like
right. I remember,
you had a cookie and you went to fling it at me.
I was gonna give you the cookie. I was gonna throw the cookie?
You were throwing the cookie at me.
Right.
And I was gonna catch it, and eat it, or whatever the thing was.
I just got a visual of this.
And like 3 rows in front of me, and like 4 seats to the right of me, but like within the direct path of the thing, this very large woman. What do you think? I mean, I'm not in this scenario. God. I'm just giving a description.
Oh my
God. I'm not bashing her for being large, but what do you think? She's 300. What do you think? She's 300. At least.
I gotta be.
At least. Her arm shoots out like a frog's tongue snagging a fly, and grabs that cookie out of the air. Like none of her body moved, just the arm shot out. Grabbed the cookie
like her
and
arm
reeled it back in.
I wish we could have a visual of this because
the funniest part was you and I made eye contact,
like locked eyes,
and we both had like the big wide-eyed saucer eyes,
and both our mouths were like
wide open. Like we can't believe this happened. And we were sharing this crazy moment, and we were both thinking the exact same thing, and then we both just busted out laughing.
Now I'm in the ring. Was the match going on?
I think this was like your entrance.
Right.
You would come in before either the other guy was already in or you were
right. But like we made eye contact before, and like it was me looking at you like I'm gonna throw this cookie to you, Ben.
And I'm thinking I'm gonna catch this cookie
and I'm gonna eat this cookie. And
Right.
It's releases out of my hand and it's in midair, and out of nowhere this fat arm like shoots up
At a speed that arm has no business
Right.
moving it. But I guess with food's
in
involved,
one
all bets are off.
motion. and it's like it's the cookies at like Ben's head level, like it was coming right.
You was
for
kind of you were like it was an arc. It was more of a line drive.
it was a line drive, and it was coming right for the cookie was yours.
This was a Derek Jeter play at
Right.
shortstop.
And this arm went up, and like Ben's eyes are waiting for this cookie. He's got his hand ready to go, and out of nowhere, it just stuck to her hand like a frog. You're right, like a frog's
Like
tongue.
the arm shot out like a tongue.
Like and it stuck to her hand. She reeled it in. She was happy as shit, and I will never forget. Our eyes both opened, and both our mouths went open, and then we just started hysterically laughing. She snatched that cookie out of the air like
Oh my God.
there was nothing left.
And then
to
I
eat.
had to go through the whole rainbow of feelings, the whole spectrum of feelings
Right.
of disappointment.
Right.
And like that, I not only did I not get the cookie, but I was robbed of the cookie.
Right, right.
And that even though this is hilarious, I've been wronged.
Right. And we talk about this at least every couple months. We bring this up.
It's for. I mean, maybe outside
Right.
without like maybe animating it or something, people may not be able to visualize it like we're talking about it. But it's one of the freshest memories still to this day.
Like I can picture it.
Yes,
The
like-
exact thing
like
that happened.
I could smell the building
Right.
in this memory.
I
you
can
know?
visualize it completely in that teacher flab arm popping up and snatching that
Oh
cookie.
my God.
I'll never forget that.
I mean, no reason to throw her under the bus. But
no, but we don't need to mention names.
I mean,
but
especially since it was fucking impressive. Like
she wanted that cookie, dude.
dude, like I said, when food's involved, I guess.
Right.
I mean, we're fat guys.
Right,
All
right,
bets
right,
are
right,
off
right.
sometimes.
Right.
But it's.
I'm not on my diet today, by the way.
Are you not?
Well,
I was thinking the greatest rib would have been at like 8:30, 9 o'clock.
mhm.
A pizza just arrives, just to fuck with you because I thought you were on your diet. I was gonna order a
I
pizza.
went 7 weeks keto.
I was gonna schedule, like, not order while
Oh, I
you were
would've
here.
ate it.
I was gonna schedule a pizza
Right.
to arrive while we were doing this, just to rib you because you're supposed to be on your diet.
No, but
and I was gonna wave it on your face, and
But I went 7 weeks on.
and then I wasn't gonna be eating it because I'm on a diet, and it was just I was literally buying a pizza for my roommate.
just to rib me.
Yeah, of course, worth it.
I would have ate it though.
Well, I figured it was
But
50-50.
We'll end it like this. I did 7 weeks of keto. I was down 25 pounds. Went to New York. I ate like a pig for 4 days.
put
Gained
10
10
on.
pounds.
Oh, good guess.
By day 3, I got home. I was on keto. By day 3, the 10 pounds were gone. I already lost it. It was all water.
Allegedly.
I'm down to 2. I'm 240 right now.
Mhm.
Right, I was 265 when I started, so I'm down to 25. I've been going to the gym. I'm back on keto now, but today I went to lunch. I ordered a steak. Went to a Cuban restaurant. These fuckers are
Those
eating
little
Cuban.
palomillo steaks or whatever.
Right. I ordered a palomillo steak with broccoli and a side salad.
I didn't even know they did broccoli at a Cuban
Right.
restaurant.
I'm staying on keto.
I figured that would still just come on a big
No.
piece of bread.
But I'm sticking to keto
right.
till this motherfucker brings out the Cuban bread and puts it right in front of me. I took one look. I said, okay, I could have a cheat day.
The shame is that to have ordered the good meal and then to break it anyways,
Well, now I'm
and then you're
pissed.
kicking yourself because you didn't order like the Cuban sandwich
Right.
or the
I ate
or
5
the rice
fucking
and
pieces of
beans.
bread, and now I'm like, why didn't I order the Cuban sandwich and the rice and beans?
Right, exactly. See,
But-
fat guys stick a
But
lot.
tonight,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to eat whatever the fuck I want.
Should I? Okay, so when we decide where we're going, now I'm gonna be tempted to cheat. Just to,
Listen, if The Rock can do it, I can do it.
I think
don't
The
look
Rock
like The Rock.
can do a lot of things you can't do.
Yeah, I know. But we can pretend.
Right. It's more like if you can do it, for sure The Rock can do
Today,
it.
that meal is a cookie, and I'm going to be that fat arm snatching
Oh
it.
my
so
god! So it would have been great if I brought if the pizza come.
I
It
would have
would've
ate the
been
pizza.
Exciting.
Right.
You'd be elbow
would've been-
deep fisting that pizza right now.
Oh, this probably would have never happened. I would have been eating the whole time.
Well, no, I was going to order it to arrive while we were
okay,
podcasting,
okay.
so it would have been a live experience and whatever.
Well, I think this is a really good podcast. We talked about
because you were on it.
shit, TikTok, food.
You talked a little wrestling, which
Crappy
brought it down.
wrestling.
So then I told a funny wrestling story,
And a funny story.
which had nothing to do with wrestling.
No.
Those are always the best wrestling stories.
But this was a good.
You got to
podcast.
have a good shit your pants in the ring story, or at a show.
I honestly,
or someone with you.
I've never shit my pants in the ring.
Have you seen it though? Right?
The closest I came.
Have you seen it?
Oh, I got 2 stories. The closest I came was Brodus Clay picked me up like I was not 240 pounds.
Was that the one down here?
Right.
Okay.
Threw me over his head, and when I hit, he threw me from one side of the ring to the other. When I hit, I farted, and I thought, oh, no. I rolled out of the ring. I gave a little check.
You gave a spot check?
I was good.
Checked your oil?
I just farted. But he threw me so far, and I hit so hard, I landed, it was like, I was like, oh, no.
That's hilarious.
Scary.
But it's hilarious when you do something and a
Right.
fart comes out like a bump
Right,
or whatever.
right.
That's funny shit.
Now, I do have a story
Okay.
about another wrestler, working Johnny.
Are we naming
We were in a
names?
tag match or something. J-Dog. They did some spot, and J-Dog, like, sharded. And the next spot was him giving Johnny a Hurricane Rana.
Oh, so right in his fucking,
And he got
right under his snoot.
Shitkin' Rana. Yeah. Right. It wasn't me, thank God. But I was there. And
But
afterward-
when
Johnny knew it, too. He was like,
it was that quick in the process that you knew it had happened?
oh,
He knew it had happened?
I think maybe he had said something like, I shit myself. Right.
Maybe then you call an audible and not do that move.
Well, Johnny was an idiot, so.
Right.
But the closest was the Brodus Clay thing. I honestly thought I shit myself. Because no man has ever picked me up and thrown me across the ring like that. Like I wasn't 240. That is a strong dude. So, yep, that's all I got.
Listen,
I'm getting hungry.
next time you're in town, we need
Yeah.
to do like another eating those are favorites.
Eating contest.
Yeah, when we put the eating
Yeah.
contest videos
You lost
up.
to a girl, that's all.
I did.
I know.
Well, listen. I
Oh,
did
here
lose
we
to a
go.
girl, but I was warned that she was a beast.
Huh?
2, I didn't take it seriously at all.
Yeah, I don't feel
didn't
like you
do-
did, like the first one.
I totally did everything
You know
wrong.
what I think it was?
I even ate a lot of food that day.
I think you were okay losing to this girl. You would not have been okay losing to Valente.
No. Because I've
That
known
was more of a
Valente for
personal
20
thing.
years.
Right, right.
Yeah.
You took that serious.
Yeah.
This one you did not.
Right. It was a reversal role. The first one, Valente didn't take it seriously.
Right.
She, whatever. And this time I was.
Right.
I
Oh,
was
we got a new champ.
right. Yeah. I mean, she told me, I said, well, one day you're going to have to defend this.
Right.
She said, fuck that. I'll just give you the hats back. So
Whoa, she doesn't even
it
wanna
might be a
defend it.
vacant crown where we have like in WrestleMania
Like-
4
like a
tournament to the
Right.
title, or maybe she'll change her mind and do it.
Oh,
You
we
know.
may have to the first
We'll have to
ever
see.
vacant title tournament.
Right?
Blake would be. That's right up Blake's alley.
Yeah, except that, I don't know if I'm feeling generous enough to give him a spot in the tournament, and he's more qualified to host the damn thing.
Oh well.
We need the guy. Like this one was lacking because he
right.
didn't kick it off. He
Right,
showed up
right.
halfway through.
Right.
So,
Well,
I mean, all I had was fucking Marco, and that's,
yeah.
on a good day.
Oh, I've seen the video. There's some points I'm like, why are we watching the ceiling?
Eventually, I was like, give Eric the camera and let Blake take over because this is no good.
All right. Well, I'm hungry,
Yeah, this is a perfect time to stop.
and I think we should stop this thing.
because food, like we said
Right.
before, when food's a factor, all bets are off.
Right.
So we'll just end it at this and stuff our fat faces on a cheat day.